This is Tim Willis with the Face Made for Radio and the Voice Made for Newsprint, and this is ClickPhones and ClickDesigns. Today we're going to be looking at ClickDesigns and going and continuing on our series of looking at the different categories. I am going to be skipping around a little bit and it'll make sense when we get to the end. But let's go ahead from our dashboard in ClickDesigns and open it up. And then we're going to see our row of categories here, and we're just going to go to the right and go a little more, and we're going to go to the section called packaging. Packaging section is rather large and covers a lot of ground, so I'm probably going to be doing a couple videos in the packaging section to break it up some and to keep the video from getting too long. If we look at our sub toolbar, we have several categories here, and we're going to be looking at the cosmetics and supplements today. The other items we will look in later videos. Alright, so by default we're on the cosmetics because it's all the way to the left. We come up here, we see a selection of what we see for our templates, and then to the left here on this box here we can select it down even more. So we can do just pump bottles, we could just do cream jars and filter it down that way. Alright, let's go ahead and pick one of these. Why don't we go with shampoo bottles? Why not? I generally don't look at this one too much. And then you see here we have a whole lot of templates. Well, we have a page, but that's a pretty generous selection. And so we're just going to pick one of these out and work with it. Now let's go ahead and click on Start from Scratch and see what happened with there. It's going to bring packaging. And then it's going to give us some wireframes and mockups that we can select here. We can go cosmetics there. And then we can go to shampoo bottles. So you can go either way on this. You can go with one of the pre-designed templates and alter it that way. Or you can use the wireframes. And either way is going to work. But I'm going to go ahead and get out of here. We're going to go back to the packaging section. We'll just have to go back in, and we're going to go ahead and use one of these pre-designed ones and just alter it a little bit. And so why not take this one here? Of course, we can make this a favorite by selecting the heart. You can preview it by clicking the eyeball, and then you can click the edit icon to launch it in the editor. And now it's loaded up, and we can see that we have this area here. If we choose edit, it's going to edit the label area. If we switch over here to colors, it will allow us to change the cap color and the color of the bottle itself. So let's go to our images first, and you see we have another choices. We can upload this an image, we can go to our library if we have a pre-selected image, or we can export this as a flat image. But one of the virtues of these templates is they have a little bit of dimension to them, and so that's what makes it different than something you may get in some of these other programs that will give you an image or something, but it's a flat image. And it's going to look better on your page even if it has some sense of dimension, even if all that dimension is just them playing with the shadow. So let's go and edit. And here's our label. And basically we're going to work this like with any other cabinets in ClickDesigns. We're going to go ahead, let's go ahead and change our text here. And we'll just play with this a little bit. And then we will see we have a bunch of text elements here. We could change all those. We've got an image here. Actually, we have two images. And so because these are basically images, we can't change the color, but we can play with the filters. That's not too bad. So we play sepia. Don't like that. Too dull. And so we can do that. Let's go ahead and look at our other ones here. I think that may be all right there. but we'll go ahead and play with it. No, I don't think we'll need blue. Green, not happening. Yeah, I think we'll take all the filters off this and just leave this one like it is. Okay, we kind of have a purple background there. Alright, so now we have a purple background. I'm thinking maybe we need to play with the colors on our text. So we can click our text. Let's go to something like that. See if we can get a little purple tone go with that graphic. And then we could always add some shadow. And kind of black. We're going to move these sliders over a little bit. I wish they kind of had more numbering system on that, but we'll just work with what we got. Maybe reduce the blur a little bit. Alright, we'll go with that. As I said, I like ClickDesigns a whole lot, but I'm not a total fanboy that won't criticize some of the things that need improvement. Alright, I think we can stay with that. Be good. We'll click on Save and Exit. And now we have our label there. So let's go ahead. I think we will leave the bottle white, but let's see if we can add some color to that cap. Let's go down to our purple kind of tones. Let's see if we can find something about the same. It's close enough. And there we go. Alright, so we now save that. And now we've got our design saved. We'll go ahead and exit. Of course, save to our library there and be the first item on the left at the top. And then we can go ahead and do several things here. We could download it. We can share it. Add it to Drive. Duplicate. But let's go ahead and hit the preview, see what it really looks like. So it's really going to look like that. It's going to have just that outline there. And so now you can put it in any page or any image you want to, and it will be just like that. Okay, so we did that one. Let's go ahead and go back. And we're going to choose supplements this time. And we already did one from the pre-designed templates. Let's do one from one of the wireframes. So we'll start from scratch. And we should be on packaging. Click continue. Alright, and let's filter this down some to supplements. And then let's choose what we want to do. Alright, let's just go ahead and use this. Actually, no, let's go ahead and use this one here. As you can tell, I only barely plan out these videos. And there's no script. Alright, so here we have a pill bottle with some gummies in them. And so again, we can have our main area there, and then we have colors for our body and for the cap. Alright, let's go back to our images and let's go ahead. We have our choices here are a little more restrained. We have create, upload, or we can go to the library. So let's go ahead and click on create. And we've got just a plain white canvas. Let's go ahead and we're going to make the background black on this one. And we'll and a text, and then we'll add a text layer, and of course we want to change that color to white or some other color because by default it's black, and black on black is invisible. And we'll choose a font, and of course with the fonts in ClickDesigns, they will change on the canvas as you scroll over them, which is very convenient. Alright, we'll just put Limelight in there, and we'll make it a little bigger. Then we will go ahead and add another text layer. Change that to white so we can see it. And then all your text changes you have to do in this little edit text box here. You can't do it actually on the screen. That actually I think we may, in fact, use our gradient cover. I use our gradient colors here, so you click on the switch, you can get gradient colors. You can put any 2 colors you want, and you have a color scale for each and the gradient angle that you can play with. Let's go like that. I'm just going to leave the default colors. And then let's choose a different font for that. We'll choose that Bevan right there. Make it a little bigger. And then we'll add another text layer. Go up high enough. And we'll make it white so we can see it. White, not pink. And we'll drop it down here, and we got our guideline there. You can see it in green. And then we can, of course, align our text there. This one here, let's play with the font a little bit. And of course, you can always put in a hex code there if you want to. I'm just playing around here. We'll just stick with that. This is just for demonstration anyway. And then normally, I don't like the line spacing that's defaulted at 1.16, but it actually looks okay right here this time. But you can always change that. I find that the little arrows don't do very well because they just go to whole numbers, but you can always type a number in here and then click enter and change that. Let's go to our icons. Alright, nothing in there. So let's see if we can find something here. Medical. Alright, we'll just use this one here. Of course, it's all in black right now, so that's not doing as much good. But we can come to these little slots and we can change that. And let's go. And again, you can actually adjust these for the opacity, and you can use color wheel or put a hex code in there if you want to. I think we'll just stick with that. Again, not the greatest graphic ever, but we're just demonstrating things here. Like that. And I think we'll go with that. Click save and exit. Alright, so you see we have our label now. And then our cap's already black. So I'm not going to change that. I am interested in this question of this body color though. I'm wondering if I'm about to get myself in trouble. Because it's, even though the color is set as white, right now it shows to be a clear color. And I'm wondering if I change the color and change it back to white, where that's going to screw it up. I'm about to find out. So we can go here. And it looks like this body color on this clear one doesn't apply. That's interesting. So apparently when we have one of these templates that has the clear bottle look to it, changing the body color doesn't do anything. Which actually is probably a good thing, because most of us would get in trouble if we were any other way. Alright, so there's our bottle. Not the greatest label ever, but certainly will work for our demonstration. And we can save that. We can exit. Now you always can export from here as well. So if you click on export, it's going to let you go ahead and export it from here if you don't want to wait to go to the front to do that. And then of course our export choices are PNG, JPEG, WebP, and PDF. And you can also, if you have a watermark, you have to set this in the settings, but you can add a watermark if you have a branding watermark. But let's go ahead and exit. And then of course it shows up in the first slot there, and then we can select the preview, and it will look like that on your page or on the mock-up that you may be putting in with other items. And that's really about it. And so that was pretty quick, pretty easy. Now of course if you're designing your own design, it may take a little longer than we're spending here, but that kind of gets you where you need to be. So today we covered the packaging section and the cosmetics and pharmaceuticals. Of course there's a lot more there you can play with, but you can see how easy it is to do these mock-ups for packaging in ClickDesigns. And I recently did a comparison video you can find on the ClickFunnels and ClickDesigns Facebook group on a competition between ClickDesigns and Cabna on doing one of these pill bottles, and ClickDesigns clearly won. And that's there in the ClickFunnels and ClickDesigns group if you want to see that. And I'll probably do a couple of those because I want to really demonstrate when it comes to doing these mock-ups for things like this, ClickDesigns really is the superior product. And I say that not just being a ClickDesigns fanboy, but it was one of those things that actually got me to buy ClickDesigns when I saw it could do that. Compared to what Cabna would do in the same situation, I was like, I was sold right there. And anyway, so that is the video for today. My name is Tim Willis. I am a certified ClickFunnels funnel builder, and I make demonstration and tutorial videos on ClickFunnels, ClickDesigns, and other useful tools for funnel hackers and funnel hacking. And that is the video today. I'll talk to you later. Bye.